mileage on her, kind of a thing.
What's that mean, run through the mill? And how does that say? I never heard that before.
Run through the mill?
And hung up wet?
Ridden hard and put up wet. Yeah, that's a horse jargon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're supposed to walk a horse around after you ride him, and he sweats a lot, or else he could get sick. So you kind of just walk him around the stable until he cools off. Yeah, but if you ride him hard and put up wet, he's going to have a short usefulness.
I literally thought that was a laundry term.
Really?
Yeah, something like hard and then put up wet. I thought it meant hanging clothes when they were wet.
Oh, no. No, it's a horsey term. Ridden hard and put up wet. Yeah, my dad taught me that one. Jesus Christ.
The lessons we learned. But yeah.
I learned a lot back then.
What else did you say? I didn't mean to jump. I'm sorry.
No, that was about it. All the fucking horse terms, but who the fuck knows? Don't be a faggot, I guess, was one.
He taught you that one?
Yeah. Keep the colored girls away.
He didn't want you to come home with a...
No.
What would you have done if you came home with a black boy when you were
God.
12? And so this is my partner.
I honestly do think he would have killed both of us. Yeah.
Wow, really?
Yeah. I think he would have
Murdered.
Yeah. Murdered. Maybe maybe first a sound thrashing. Like a real fist beating.
To both of you?
Well, probably, yeah. And then if, hopefully, he would be thinking, well, hopefully that broke him of that fad, And then if I continued...
what if you said, Daddy, I was born this way?
Oh, I don't think he would have. Oh, he would have went, okay, now I'll accept it.
Right.
No, I don't think my dad would have been very accepting of a gay or interracial lifestyle.
What would he have preferred more? You to come home with a man or a black girl?
He would have preferred a black girl, absolutely.
Exactly. What if it was a man?
Me being gay was like that would have been the worst thing that could have possibly happened.
What if it was a man or a black girl or an accused murderer of children?
Oh, he wouldn't have minded the accused murderer, I would think. As long as she was
white,
fun.
yeah.
White.
Only accused.
Yeah,
and it's only accused.
Accused. Yeah, if she's out, obviously, you could talk it out and say she didn't do it, kind of a thing.
You don't think your father would have been understanding?
Ooh, I don't think so. No.
How about if he walked in the barn and the boy was just kissing your neck, like standing behind you and holding you in his arms and kissing your neck?
I don't. No, I don't think that would have worked. No. The oddest thing was, like, that hurdle, the Richard hurdle was thrown in front of him, like, uh-oh. Like, here's his friend, and now, my whole existence as the father to young Anthony has been to keep him from becoming gay. He grew up a pissy-eyed little crybaby, playing with the doll, as he said. It was a puppet. Thank you. I just hadn't put strings on it yet, but it was a puppet, not a doll. And then it's like, his whole goal was, oh my God, I gotta keep him from being gay. And then the one fucking best friend I make out in California is a gay guy.
Yeah.
That must have been to my dad like, son of a bitch. What the hell? He's gotta be a gay guy?
Imagine the guilt he would have gone through if you hadn't pretended to be asleep that night.
Oh my God.
And then he walked in, and your dad was like, "Oh." He's like, "Guys, I got more graham crackers for you."
Oh no!
And he climbed up the little tree fort ladder.
I'd be like, and try to like scurry and hurriedly pull my pants up.
And the smell of teenage boy breath on your cock, or 12-year-old boy breath. Because he would have heard it, but he would have heard it before he saw it. He would have heard like. And fucking young Anthony.
Is that what I sound like?
Yeah, and he would have heard your head, like, as you were, like, banging your head on the fucking tree fort floor in pleasure.
You would have heard, like, the little eucalyptus tree would have been shaking a little bit that the tree fort was in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it would have been his fault for letting you up in that tree fort.
Yeah.
With Richard. He should have known better, he would have thought.
Yeah, yep.
Still probably would have taken it out on you, but...
Probably.
Yeah.
He was a little leery of Richard, and he always made a point of letting me know that he knew something was a little weird with Richard.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you like Richard?
Yeah, he did, because, we had known him for quite a few years. So it would have been very hard for him to just kind of, and it wasn't his son, so he didn't give a shit on that front. But it was kind of like he'd be like, hey, see Richard shopping with Corey the other day? Were they buying some curtains? And I'd be like, yeah, curtains. Right, faggot. I get it, Dad. I get it.
Did you ever tell him that Richard offered to suck your cock?
No, that wouldn't have been a good conversation starter.
Would he have turned that
Where do
around?
I tell that? In the morning, evening, over dinner?
When he's yelling at you for something else.
Right. Hey, by the way.
Yeah, you put me in a tree fort with a kid who offered to suck my cock, and I let him.
Would he have turned it just the offer? Like, if you had told him that the offer was made, would that have made you gayer for having been offered that too?
That's a good question. I don't think so. I think he'd have gotten a laugh out of it. Like, weird. It doesn't make much sense, but yeah.
He would have thought it was funny.
Yeah. And I'm sure things got back to him, like the Buzz situation, because once we were all drinking at the stables there, and Buzz, of course, who was my first romance, my first woman.
Romance? Is that what it was?
Yes. It was a romance. Chato Reyes was a little too drunk to fuck, so she decided to fuck me. Chato Reyes.
Who was Chato Reyes?
Chato. He was one of the Reyes brothers. One of the Reyes brothers. There was Juan, Chato, and I guess Victor or something.
Was Chato the little hairy one that would come in when the slee stacks were bothering you? Chato stinks.
Chato Reyes. They were all the Mexican brothers that had horses at the same stable, and they drank a lot too. And they were always looking to fuck, whatever kind of women were around the stable area. So Buzz was there. And one time Buzz suggested that me and Richard kind of double team her,
Really?
Yeah. And I was into it, I'm like, yeah, well, let's go. Let's fucking get this done.
How old were you?
Maybe 14,
That's
I guess.
Awesome.
14. And Richard, for some reason, was just kind of like, nah, I don't think so.
Well, I bet I can figure out the reason.
Why?
There wasn't enough cocks involved.
Oh!
One pussy too many.
That's probably why Richard declined.
I think so.
You think because of the pussy involved?
How great would it have been if when you were telling your dad, you told your dad, right?
Uh-huh.
And then he's like, yeah, Richard offered to suck my cock.
Uh-huh.
And your dad's laughing, and then you were like, and then I let him.
Yeah.
Whoa! That fucking hand.
How quick would that laugh?
That burly, calloused hand would have come across my face.
It would be that American Beauty scene.
Oh, yes.
Where the dad just beats his son.
Yes, beats his son.
Don't give up on me, Dad.
Oh, my God.
Were you disappointed that Richard said no to the threesome?
Well, I left with Buzz anyway and had a liaison with Buzz. But I don't know. I thought it would have been kind of cool to do at that point. Yeah. That would have been very awkward, though, to be banging Buzz and being like, why do I also feel a mouth on my balls?
Yeah.
And then look down and it's like, Richard, what are you doing?
No, I said in her ass.
What a good guy Richard was.
Oh, yeah. He'd have him. I guess he went off with Joey Buttlicker after that. And me and him kind of didn't really hang out that much after he hooked up with Joey Buttlicker, because Joey Buttlicker is the kind of guy that would just do anything.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
Did it hurt your feelings when Richard was hanging out with Joey Buttlicker?
You know what? As a friend, yeah, I kind of felt a little like jilted.
You were scorned.
That because me and Richard were friends for quite a while.
Yeah.
And we did everything. We went fishing together out there in Dana Point, a lot of horseback riding, just basic shenanigans, smoke a little weed, and just kind of talk about things. And then I guess that gay thing kicked in.
Sure.
That switched on. It was like, hey, oh, no.
Right.
So I guess I wasn't giving him what he wanted.
Dick.
Gay sex.
Right.
Dick. Yeah. So he went with Joey Buttlicker. His real name was Joey Butler.
But that sounds really similar to Buttlicker.
And why the nickname, out of all the nicknames?
Exactly.
Why did he call him Joey Buttlicker?
Well, Buttlicker works for Butler. Like, that's what you would say as a kid, but also someone who eats other boys' asses is probably Buttlicker.
Yeah, I would think, Joey Buttlicker. And, of course, the story, I've told it here right on this very airwaves of Joey Buttlicker, the story that Richard told me about Joey Buttlicker, which is a little odd now that I think about it, too, because, like, why would Richard tell me this? Because all I could conjure up, there weren't any girls in the room, is this image of Richard in the same room with Joey Buttlicker doing this, and you know, why you're there. How did this get started?
Yeah.
Joey Buttlicker took his pants and underwear down and sat on one of the 4 posts on his bed. It was a nice lathed, tooled bedpost, and it had a little ball thing on top, and he sucked that thing right up into his anus. And Richard told me the story. It's like, you know what, Joey Buttlicker, and all I'm like, wow, that's fucked up. Never thinking, why were you in a room with Joey Buttlicker when he put the bedpost up his ass?
Shoving bed knobs and broomsticks up his ass.
Crazy.
You know, I'm more hearing in that. I'm like, how do you do that without... Like, I've had massage therapists just finger my ass a little.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm going to shit on their finger. Like, I just can't take that. Like,
You're not a champ.
How do you do that without shitting?
Talk to Joey Buttlicker.
I'm asking for advice, I mean.
Talk to Joey Buttlicker. He'll tell you.
I hate when a therapist puts in a finger and I have to tell her to stop. Something so great about that.
Did you ever wish that you had let him blow you? That way you could still be friends? You could still go fishing?
No, you know what? I don't think that would have been enough anyway.
Oh, it would have been like, now you blow me, let's have some butt sex.
It's gotta escalate. You know, when you got the likes of a Joey Buttlicker taking a bedpost up his ass and getting the nickname Buttlicker, something tells me there were other things going on there.
And he might have wanted more tenderness than you were going to offer anyway. Some hand-holding. Joey Buttlicker might not have been as ashamed of his affection for Richard. Maybe he wanted hugs from Joey Buttlicker.
Maybe he wanted Joey Buttlicker to hug him. Joey Buttlicker. Oh, God. But I assume they were, you know, going at it like full gay.
Right.
Full gay, which to me, full gay is ass sex.
Yeah.
I was thinking they're probably having some ass sex there.
Jealously?
No.
Good.
No, I was just kind of, you know, there were a couple of, Richard was a very, very good-looking guy, and the girls were constantly swarming at him. Me, on the other hand, kind of funny-looking, and, you know, with the acne, I looked like I had taken a shotgun to the face. So I really needed some personality time. I needed to kind of... But Richard was good to get the girls over, you know? He pulled the girls in, and then I could work a little, you know, magic there.
You were more of a young, confused boy who's awkward.
Yes.
And whose personality is what would get the girls.
Yes, but it was very hard to just drum up a conversation. You know, you can't cold call these girls. No. So Richard would just have them swarming. They loved him.
Well, high school girls are always the last to figure out when a dude is gay.
They just think he's great.
Yeah, I mean...
He talks with them about things, and...
Nobody is better than a gay guy in high school at picking up high school girls.
Oh, my God. The drama club guys?
Yeah.
They would get all the girls, but, you know, by get, it just meant sit with them at lunch and talk about, like, very effeminate things.
I had, like, a handful of obviously gay kids in my high school. That were sitting...
A handful?
Yeah.
Or a mouthful?
Yeah.
Yes.
But they weren't out. But you knew they were gay. You didn't know they were gay from the time they were... Right.
Yeah.
But they always had... Every girl was like, oh, yeah, I'm dating so-and-so. And you'd be like, he's gay.
He's a gay guy. He's a gay guy.
It's also because they are different than every other guy in high school because they're the only ones not trying to fuck the girls. So their energy, women can't believe how, or girls couldn't believe how their energy was so different.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, he's cute and he likes me as a person and he's interested in the same. It's like you have no idea. The thing that makes you a woman makes him physically ill.
Right. Yes. Yeah. Yes. You disrobing, he would just be meh. It's nothing. Does nothing.
Also, not pressuring them for sex.
Yeah.
Oh, they probably love that, too. Like, he just wants to hang out and talk.
Oh, then the first head row they get is just like, God, this guy's a monster.
Yeah.
He's all over me. Won't get his fucking hands off me. Yeah. Richard would bring the girls over, and then I'd have to do that. And then he would just, like, they would literally be chasing him, like, and trying to touch him, and he would be like, no, oh, stop. Ugh. Yeah. And it was just
how old was Richard when he died?
What a waste.
When Richard died of the AIDS?
Yeah.
40, I guess. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. No, he didn't die of AIDS. He died of pneumonia.
Oh,
of course.
Cool.
Yes,
That's common in
yes.
this day and age.
Yeah, when you're 40 especially.
I guess he had moved to Lake Elsinore out there in California. He might have had a partner, and that was that. I didn't even know for years.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Were you sad when you found out?
Yeah, a little bit. I was like, that's a shame that ass sex had to fucking, Imagine it was Joey Buttlicker right from the start.
Yeah.
Like, god damn. First fucking time.
And he caught it from that bed knob.
Yeah.
Like, who knew back then? That's where AIDS started, on that fucking...
Patient zero.
Yeah, it was
Joey Buttlicker's fucking bedpost.
It was a fucking bed that they ordered from, like, Zimbabwe, and they had no idea that a fucking monkey had bled on it, and then he shoved it in his asshole. That's how AIDS started.
Fucking Joey Buttlicker.
Yeah.
Started the AIDS. Yeah, I felt a little bad. I was kind of like, oh, that sucks, Boy, with the heyday of getting AIDS, the fucking late 70s, early 80s, just fucking like a madman, I guess. Yeah, because he was one of them male models. So,
man, he must have been a handsome guy.
Oh, boy, they must have just been fucking and sucking.
Probably a big bottom, too.
Yeah.
Star of the bathhouse.
He was very femmy, so he would have to have been the chick in the thing. And,
There's a documentary recently on AIDS, on guys who survived it, and it was about San Francisco and I forget what they call that district. The Tenderloin district, or there's something.
Jesus.
There's something else it's called, where the gay area.
Rump roast. Yes. Ooh.
But there was all these guys talking about when AIDS hit and how they had no idea what it was, and they showed like a picture of these guys looking at a sign in the window, like they had put up a sign, "Be careful, the gay
free
cancer."
Dick? Oh,
yeah, no,
ooh.
Yeah, the free dick sign was replaced by gay cancer, and it was really fucking interesting how AIDS snowballed and how gays were the only ones who were responsible because everyone thought it was a gay disease. And
Yeah. Gays had a tough one with that for quite a while. Wow.
Fuck. Reagan wouldn't even say it, right? Wouldn't he not even say AIDS?
No, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it was.
A lot of people kind of just thought it was the gay disease and left it at that. Gays were pretty much shunned
Castor?
for quite a while.
Is it called Castor?
What's that?
The Castro?
The Castro.
The Castro, that's where it was, I think.
Oh, the Castro in San Fran.
Yeah.
Wow. Boy, just fucking ravaged, huh?
Oh, fuck.
Jesus.
Nobody knew what it was. That was just the horrifying part. And they would tell these, like, they would go on these medications and these, like, experimental things.
Yeah.
And it would either help a little bit or kill you faster. It was a rough time for gay men.
Yeah. Well,
I didn't mean to take a fun discussion and just fucking wreck the morning show.
It wasn't that fun, talking about Richard taken in the ass and dying.
That is true. I just really revealed something about myself tonight.
Shit.
I didn't mean to kill every heart on in the room.
Yeah, he had to have been a fucking, like, bottom. Just getting fucking pounded. Oh, he was my pal.
You think he was definitely a bottom, though?
My pal getting pounded in the ass.
Yeah. A lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
And well.
Taking a lot of dick.
Yeah.
Probably better than you would have given it to him.
He probably wouldn't have done very well as a top because there were quite a few times Buzz would pull his towel off of him when he was showering. Buzz would pull his towel off and he would run upstairs. He would run away from her.
Well, he wanted nothing to do with her. Exactly. She didn't have a dick or balls.
And he didn't have much going on there.
His penis was small?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Such a handsome guy,
little
though.
Infantile.
Ew.
Yeah.
A little soft, small penis.
So he probably was just like, well, I'm going to have to let my ass do all the work.
Yeah, let your asshole do the talking.
Let your asshole do the talking, exactly. He's like, well, I don't even have to roll over, and show this fucking disgraceful cock. Just stay on your belly and fucking take it.
Yeah. I just don't know how guys take it. I really don't. Anything in my ass fucking wrecks me.
It's probably a good thing that you know.
I don't know. I wouldn't. I don't want to.
You think if you enjoyed it and were able to do it, your ass wouldn't be all stretched out by now?
It'd be fucking. I'd be right now on the floor. My spine would be on the floor, and you'd be like, "Where's your chair?" Fucking. I know. I tried it with a couple of doms. I tried to have.
Yeah.
Years. Yeah. I just with strap-ons. I just couldn't do it, man. I told you my ex tried.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it.
When they were little ones.
Yeah, they weren't big.
What did it look like? A little pretzel stick?
Yeah, a little teeny one. I had one girl who was massaging me, and she had a fucking strap on, and she would slap it on my ass. It was really dirty and hot, and then I would feel her pussy, and she'd be soaked. Like, that's what was so. The hot part was reaching under it and feeling how soaked she was.
Yeah,
like she was just getting paid, but doing that was so fucking dirty. It turned her on.
Yeah, she. That just to me seems like it's just too close to the gay.
Well, she was trying one time. She was putting it in, and I had gas. And it fucking, and I felt like I just kept talking, okay, no more. But then she pushed a little too far, and I was just like, oh no. When she pulled it out, it was like, and some gas came out. And I was like, oh, sorry. And she was like, ooh.
Oh, no. She went, ooh, and
God.
waved her hand.
Dude, it was putrid. I was amazed she recovered as fast as she did.
If she's fucking around with that fucking part, she's got to know, you know.
Maybe, yeah.
You queefed out of your butt.
Dude,
one in the chamber. It could go off.
That was humiliating.
Yeah, I guess so.
That was humiliating. That knocked me out of that game for a long time. That put a scar on me. I was like, no more of this.
Yeah, that just to me seems a little weird.
Yeah,
not weird. I mean, but as far as sex goes, if you're in your own fucking place doing whatever the fuck you want to do, but that to me seems like there's a want of something that's a little.
Yeah, it's hard to explain what turned me on about it. It was just so inappropriate.
Like it's the feminine role in a sexual relationship, to be the one that is penetrated, to be the one that is like dominated in that fashion. So even if you know what's going on, there's that underlying kind of thing of.
Yeah, it was fun though.
Yeah, it was fun though. So fuck it.
She had a great body.
Yeah.
She wouldn't let me fuck her.
No.
Yeah, no. That's why we were kind of limited.
Oh wow.
She was a fucking professional.
Huh.
I really wanted to.
You think you'll ever get past that point and be able to enjoy taking a big dildo in your asshole?
I don't think so. I haven't tried it in a long time. And I don't even know if I'd want to at this point.
Yeah. No,
I kept saying, I don't need to open that door.
Yes.
It's like some doors you just don't want to open. Like, all of a sudden, I don't need to like figure out the formula and go, oh my God.
Now I got it. You would just be a madman.
Oh, you ever find a new fetish or something that starts turning you on after 40? After 40, I've exhausted most options. Right. So it's like now it's armpit smell or foot smell and all this weird stuff.
You find the secret to taking it in the ass and just nothing.
Oh, then you're off to the races.
You're just sitting here with a fucking butt plug in, doing the show.
That's the dangerous thing is what's next, because with you, it's always like once you master this, you got to figure out what's naughty that you haven't done. So, you're not that far away from taking a live dick in the ass. As long as there's a female in the room or something, you'll convince yourself.
No, that's a huge jump. There's not even implications, but risks, and there's a huge jump from a real dick to a woman with a strap on. That's not a logical next step. The logical next step after a woman fucking you with a strap on is not a guy fucking you at all.
What is the next step?
It's something perverted with her. Bailey J, that's a good call.
Yeah.
It's something dirty with her.
Wouldn't it be like you blowing the strap on or something?
What would it be? What are you supposed to do when a girl puts a strap on in your face? Say, get out of here?
Excuse me.
Jesus, you goddamn criminal.
That's an odd thing, too.
Sucking a strap on?
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah.
I know it sounds odd, but it's really not.
No, it is.
No, it kind of is.
It's odd, as in it's not orthodox, but it's not a gay activity. I know it sounds like it.
It's emasculating.
And believe me, it feels like it. But
it's got to be It is an emasculating thing.
Yeah, part of that's really what's hot about it. Is that she's being so dirty. Yeah, it's always it's her. It's
I
her
don't think
attitude
her
about
dirtiness transcends your taking on that feminine role.
But it does,
mouth.
though, because what else
Dick in
can...
the mouth.
Hey, well, you know, you've done it. So you understand.
I did.
You understand.
Sam,
But I didn't enjoy it. I wasn't.
Oh, fair enough, but you know, I didn't do it on camera either. So it all kind of comes out in the wash. Like you did it on camera and didn't enjoy it. I've done it in private and came like the fucking like the god of coming pointed and said. It's not that weird though. It sounds like it's crazy, but it's just you keep one-upping yourself with a. Why not take on a feminine role with a girl? It's just different. How many different?
I guess.
You just get bored doing the same shit all the time. That's why people go out and cheat, because they get bored.
Yeah. You think it's out of total boredom?
No, I'm not saying that, but I mean it's just when you keep doing the same stuff. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a complete twisted.
I think
fuck.
you're a fucking degenerate as far as your sexual habits go.
Yeah.
No,
You don't have to
nothing
keep
wrong.
one-upping it though.
No. Nah, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, it's not healthy.
Who the fuck am I to say? We all got our demons, don't we?
Yeah.
Don't we? Just lurking and hiding.
I wouldn't look when she would massage me.
No.
I just knew she had it. And it was just so dirty, like under her skirt. I was like, oh, you fucking dirty girl.
Under her skirt, she would come in with it on?
She did once or twice.
Wow.
She did twice, yeah. In a nurse outfit.
Imagine she got hit by a car crossing the street downstairs.
No.
Her skirt comes up in a big strap-on dildo.
No, I
She's
mean,
got Jim Norton's fucking address in her hand.
No, she would do it. I would always do it on the road. She was in the bathroom. She would put it on.
Oh.
She'd bring it in her purse.
Oh.
Or as I would say when I was a kid, her purse book.
What?
I used to say when I was a kid.
Talking about your mommy's purse book?
Purse book. I would say those cringy words.
Because it's like a pocketbook and a purse.
Yeah.
But you said that on purpose, like to be cute.
Yeah, to be silly. You don't like that?
It's so stupid.
It is stupid, Jimmy.
Yeah. Or I would call the police Mr. Copper Policeman.
What is that?
Just trying to get a little attention for yourself.
What does that even mean?
It's like, what?
Just because you wanted everybody to stop and say, that's not the word.
Yeah,
you
what
go,
are
I
you,
know.
what are you saying? When I was very young, I would make mistakes like that.
Were they mistakes or were they on purpose to try to
On
be
purpose.
cutesy?
Yeah. Yeah.
You were trying.
Yes, I was.
Yeah. How did you, well, I've heard the stories and stuff, but how did you do with girls during your school career?
Terrible.
You did terrible?
Terrible, yeah. Fucking horrible. Same
Really?
as you. Yeah, it's just
yeah,
awful.
yeah.
Funny guy, nothing.
Yeah. It was very rare to actually get a girl. So when you did, it was so like, that you just, I became obsessed with like every girl that I went out with in my school days. And it was like the most important thing in my life at that time. Friends, family, everyone took a back seat to my little fucking relationship.
Yeah.
Because I thought, if this one goes away, if I lose it, that's it. I'm not getting another one ever again in my life.
I had a big crush on this girl when I was in high school that we used to hang out. Like, I would hang out with her family, and I just was in love with her. And I would always get drunk and tell her I loved her. I was a real burden.
A burden,
And we were
yes.
hanging out like all around a campfire one night, and like her brother was there. So me and her in the tent making out.
Ooh.
But my mouth was getting dry because I was drinking. So I just kept drinking. Like, so I kept drinking like mouthfuls of like whiskey or vodka, whatever I had, and I would drink it and get my mouth wet, and then I would just keep making out with her. And she went out to sit with her brother at the campfire. And I was like, I wonder if she's coming back in. And he was going to go, and I remember hearing her go, no, don't leave, don't leave. And I was like, not into me.
Oh, no. Oh, that's bad. What did you do?
I just sat there.
Did you feel all sad?
Oh, I was so embarrassed. I just sat in the tent drunk.
Oh, don't leave. Don't leave. Don't leave.
No, don't go. Don't leave.
Oh.
Thank you. Yeah, she kept her brother there.
And you pretended not to hear?
Yeah, I had to. She didn't feel threatened. She just didn't want to have to kiss me anymore. Oh, fucking love you.
Oh, and being drunk, it was even worse. Yeah.
Did she come back in the tent?
I don't believe she did. No. I think I went outside and just sat with them.
Why would she go back into the worst place on earth at that moment?
I had the bottle up by her head. I'll never forget that. I was taking a swig of the bottle. It was up by her head.
Maybe that's a problem, too. You fucking stop kissing her to swig booze? You know what that must have tasted like to her?
It's apparently not very good.
Just old boozy breath?
Yeah, cigarettes and booze.
Was she drinking?
I think so. Apparently not enough. I guess she wasn't.
Yeah.
She had a moment of clarity.
Yeah, that whole fucking thing back then was, and it was just this overwhelming need to keep the girl, and that would just fuck things up because you were so possessive. And it would always end in fucking severe heartbreak. Oh my God, was I fucking... I went through my entire fucking dating career in junior high and high school like fucking just heartbroken. Oh, would they always fucking do that? With my friends? Why? Why?
Because you were a little wiener.
I was.
Why else would they?
Oh, was I a little crybaby? You fucking bitch. Went to a party once and one of my fucking my girlfriend is like gone. It's like, where'd she go? And then you just walk around the house like fucking like William H. Macy and Boogie Nights trying to find her. And then, she's all of a sudden just appears outside a room. And then some guy is fucking, walking out behind her. And you just, she's just hanging out. You do just total denial.
See,
God.
You had that when she walked out?
Yes!
And then you go and hang out with her for the rest of the party?
Of course, it's my girl.
Ugh.
What a fool.
You'd kiss her, hold her hand. After she was juggling some guy's fucking bag on the bed.
What a fool.
That's horrible.
What a buffoon. What a mark. What a rube.
Yeah.
Did you know and you were like denying it, or you really didn't know?
I knew because I was mad.
But you
And then,
pretended. You were like, well, if I don't confront her on it, maybe it's not real.
If I confront her,
Right.
she will get mad. We'll have an argument. She'll leave, and this guy's right there to fucking scoop her up. Why would I do that?
That's stupid.
So if I'm nice and everything, we're still together.
And she'll just fuck me.
great.
She'll just fuck other people behind my back.
Yeah. And at that point in my life, like the idea of my girlfriend being with someone else was like the most devastating thing on the face of the earth. Worse than like parents dying. That kind of bad. The worst fucking thing ever.
Yeah.
So when it, you found out it did happen and it was over, it just became this overwhelming pall, depression, fucking for months. And my mother would be like, snap out of it. What's the matter with you? You don't understand.
You're like AJ in season 6.
Yes, right. Yes, he was in that massive depression.
It's amazing when the pain it causes when a girlfriend that you think has fucked somebody else confirms it. That's then you cannot, once you hear it, you can never unhear it. It never leaves your head. It's horrendous.
Oh, it's so awful.
When that confirmation, like, yes, I did fuck him at the party.
You're just like,
The last time I had that, I was 30.
whoa.
Yeah, I was fucking 30, and a girl, I was like, devastating.
Wow. How long were you with this girl?
Couple years.
Oh, it was a couple of years.
I didn't think she cheated on me. I think we were like breaking up, and we knew we were starting to see each other again.
Yeah.
And we were driving, and we were listening to this song, and the song was called Hooker.
Uh-oh.
And so she was asking me, like, have you been with any hookers or whatever? I'm like, no, whatever. I forget. And that's how the conversation went.
You don't want to go there. You don't want to go in that direction
No.
of, hey, who have you been fucking?
Yes, but I did.
No. Oh, shit.
And it turns out, like, oh, boy, she was fucking this guy. I was so devastated.
Because you just can't get the image out of your head.
No.
You just picture the guy banging the shit out of her doing the things and making the noises that she made with you, and then, it's just the worst.
It's a confirmation that you're a loser.
Yes.
It's a confirmation that little Jimmy Norton is not good enough to hold on to this. It's not worth it being faithful to.
God.
It's a tremendously awful confirmation. And now all I want to do is hear about guys that fucked. That's all I want to hear about.
I don't get that either.
It's just dirty. It's pornographic.
Yeah, it is dirty.
You fuck
but
two guys at once? Yeah, all right, good. Let's go out and have dinner.
No, it gives you a creepy feeling. I don't know. I don't like it.
I wouldn't like it if I was dating her at the moment.
Yeah.
Like, I like hearing about stuff before me, not during. I don't want it to happen during my dating.
Yeah. I don't know. Some of the if you're breaking up with a girl though, you better damn be sure you can handle the fact that she's going to be fucking somebody.
That's the worst part.
Because that's what they do.
That's why you hold on, because you don't want to picture anybody else with her. That's the only reason you hold. If I knew, like, if I break up with you, she'll never sleep with anybody else.
Yeah.
I would dump girls all the time.
Yeah.
You want to? Yeah, you want to? Dumped.
Yeah. I don't know if you're That's why I if I break up with somebody, I can't even fucking see or talk to them for quite a while before I could even delve into maybe like having some kind of a friendship thing. You can't just go right into friendship because you still got that lingering relationship thing where, you know, I don't want to see who the fuck you're fucking. Then after a while, you could just be like, who cares? Let him deal with her bullshit. Let him. Yeah, he's fucking her, but he's also got to deal with that.
You know, the first time, like, if you're just friends and you're hanging out, then you're like, hey, come on, let's go out. And she's like, no, I can't tonight. You're like, what are you doing? She's like, oh, no, I just got some stuff. And then you're like, oh, she's going to see somebody else. Oh. And then you start getting relationship jealous again, and then it just puts you in that shitty pattern.
Oh, yeah. You can't do that.
No.
Yeah, that's terrible.
What do you mean you're not around?
Oh, yeah.
I have plans.
Vagary. You get a little vagary. Yeah, no, I got stuff I got to do.
I could never understand when a girl would have plans and then not choose me, because I was like so obsessive about the relationship that I would always choose the girl I was dating. Like, there's healthy people that can go like, nah, I can't see you this weekend. I got plans with my friends.
Yeah.
And I would be like, what? Like, how could you not put this obsessive relationship over your plans with your friends?
Wow, that's exactly.
It would drive me crazy, like, when a girl would have plans. I always felt betrayed, whether she was being disloyal or it would hurt me.
It's like, because I would never think of doing that.
No.
Oh, so I guess I love you more than you love me.
But the reality is that's just healthy.
Right. Oh, I was in the most unhealthy relationships because I would just obsess, and I would not, like, every day of my relationship was dedicated to the relationship. Like, I didn't have any real, like, other thing to do. Anything else in my life was just peripheral to the obsessed fucking relationship I had with a girl. Just to have the relationship. Yeah. A lot of these girls I didn't even really like, but I was so obsessed and infatuated.
It's so...
how ghoulish.
Well, it's pathetic, too, because then what happens is it wrecks the relationship.
Of course it does.
Because you start getting resentful when they have plans with other people. And like, well, how come you're not seeing me? And then all of a sudden you start building these scenarios in your head, and they finally become self-fulfilling. It's like, you know, I wrecked so many more relationships by being jealous. My right eye is so itchy.
It really is tearing.
The Afrin is wearing off.
Tearing up.
I took Afrin the last few days.
Oh, you did?
It's wearing off, and I'm itching inside of my sinus, like behind my eye is itchy.
Yeah, you got something.
No, it's my Afrin this time.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it's fucking driving my right eye crazy.
Look at it. It's all, it looks like teary Jimmy.
No, I'm not sad. It's just, I'm only half sad.
Are.
That's how crazy I am. You want to eat a little bit?
Yeah, let's have our little breakfast. And we'll come back and talk about what they call other things.
Some topics and things of...
relative to the events surrounding existence.
I'll throw it to break or something. Hey, look, stick around. When we come back, we're going to talk about topics and the news and girls and laughter and crying and things of that nature.
Coming up on an all-new...